And it is at times like these, when we fear the world may actually be falling apart around us, that we dare to think that standing under the planet hoisted up by inertia and gravity, we are holding the weight of the world on our shoulders when he's really got the whole world in his hands. But nope, he's not spinning the planet on his pointer finger like a basketball. Oh, so hopeless a place. But he hopes for this place. Like a child who never grows out of her childlike faith, whose world always slaps her in the face, but by the end of the day, she's still singing. Praises be to the Lord God Almighty. Break out in song and dancing, friends, your best instruments. Today is a day of celebration, friends. Hymn-like language will become our native tongue, but let's not wait for the afterlife on this one. Let's not live like there's no better food for us than dog food. Let's not live like there's no better houses for us than caves. Let's not run toward a bunch of counterfeit masterpieces like these are my favorite things. Oh, why must we swing like oscillating pendulums back and forth on a clock, from father to judge, from loving to just, from lover to I'm a loving God, not just a judge who is just involved enough to let bad things happen and then be the internal scapegoat for all your internal consequences over and over again because you just don't get it. Or maybe you haven't heard that I paid the initial cost so you wouldn't have to face the eternal consequences. Oh, and on that night I was perfection wrapped in rags for you. No glossy red and green wrapping can celebrate me adequately, but there are trees whose leaves have fallen to the ground like blood. See, nature gets it. Up until now, it was effortless for us to believe that we care more about the world than you do. I mean, just listen to our prayers. Dear God, would you just do this? Like you're some removed higher power that we have to petition with our mortal requests. And then we turn to each other and say, oh, brother, Lord loves you so much. And we are carrying around shame on our backs like it's just a really heavy backpack. But Christ is like, no, I carried yours and everyone else is on my back so you wouldn't have to. And at that moment, by the will of God, I was crushed. Even the cross had to be carried by human strength because mine was spent. And in those last seconds, as I was paying your cost while you mocked me, enough strength was given to me to articulate the weight of the cost I was paying for you. My God, why have you forsaken me? And enough to tell you that it was finished as I gave up my spirit. And in all of this noise, the whisper that came was this: He left me behind so that you would never be left behind. And with my last breath, I blew all of your faults away and forgot about them so that I would never have to forget about you. And this is cause for celebration.